Well, it's true story time again, so don't you scroll. If your faith is running a little low right now, you've got to hear this. Don't you scroll. There was this couple, and they were looking to buy a house in another state in a certain neighborhood. But every time they tried to move forward and purchase this house, something in their spirit just said, this is not right. They just did not have a good feeling about it. And so after several months, they found this piece of property on the outskirts of that same neighborhood. Now, in the natural, being in the subdivision would have been a better investment because the property values were much higher. But even though they could afford it, the property values were higher, but because they didn't have peace about it, they bought that property right outside the neighborhood. So several months later, two men knocked on their door, and they said they were geologists and they had been studying that area for several years. So the geologist explained to the couple that the problem was the houses were too close together for them to be able to drill. And they said, if you will let us lease a small part of your property to be able to drill down into the subdivision, we will give you a commission of not only the oil on your property, but of all of the oil throughout the entire subdivision. And there were 1,200 homes in that subdivision. And in the Bible, Isaiah said, God knows where all the hidden treasures and riches are. You know why? Because He is the one who put them there. So I just came here to remind you, even though things in your life may not be going just right now, God knows exactly where you are, and He knows exactly how to bless you. Just one touch of the favor of God can take you from having barely enough to more than enough. We have got to remember and acknowledge and have faith that God is our source. Our jobs are not the source. They are only a resource that God uses to be a blessing to us. So acknowledge before God, show Him your faith that you know and you trust and you believe that Jesus is our source. So I hope you are so encouraged by this as I was. Just remember, God knows exactly where you are, and He knows exactly what you need and when you're going to need it. He is the God of miracles. Remember, have faith today. Believe God. Have faith for miracles. God bless you and be blessed in Jesus' name.